Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers as we come to you from Buddy's Bar and Grill, our home here in 2015 for our show. I'm Alan Waddell and joined as always by the head baseball coach of your Southeastern Lions, Coach Matt Reiser. Coach, thanks for being here. A busy week for your club, 5 games total, 3 of them on the road, 2 of them at home. Overall, you go 4-1 on the week and start conference play 2-1.
Yeah, you know, we do a good job of finishing off the week there with Alcorn, the homestand. We had a 5-game homestand and hit the road in the right direction with a 5-game winning streak, and then go on the road and take 2 out of 3. So overall, not a bad weekend.
No doubt about it, Coach. Offensively, really put up some nice numbers. You got some nice performances on your on the mound as well. And I know it's important, especially when you start conference on the road, to take that opening series.
It really is. You know, we had a starter on Friday night that was 3-0. Was feeling pretty confident about himself, and our guys did a good job of going out there. It was good to see Tate back to his original form really all week, and all 3 starting pitchers, CNO, Johnson, and Sedetol, threw extremely well.
So the Lions would open up their week against Alcorn State at Pat Keneally Diamond at Alumni Field, as the Lions would look to win 4 in a row. Let's go check out those highlights on Tuesday night. Coach, back in action on Tuesday night against Alcorn State, going for your 4th win in a row. You sent 4th win in a row. You sent Kyle Keller to the mound.
Yeah, it was good to see Kyle back out there. He struggled his first outing a little bit against Jackson State, and he was much better this outing against Alcorn. You saw he struck out the first guy there, and I thought this was a real good play here by Brooksy. You know, they get to second base on the wild pitch, and we do the V-cut and cut the guy off there and pick him off there at second base, and really gave Kyle some confidence there to go in the first inning.
We see Brett Hoffman with a nice single through the right side, and Hoffman's a guy who's really heated up here in the last week or so. Yeah,
you know, just coming off the being named the Southland Hitter of the week before with Northwestern LSU, and kind of picked up right where he left off. You know, Webb Bobo gets a start here. Been swinging a hot bat, been coming in big situations, but unfortunately their guy got the ground out there to keep it tied, 0-0.
Coach, this was a close ball game for a majority of the game before you broke it loose later in the ball game, but still a really close ball game for most of the way through.
Yeah, you know, actually I thought we played well, and I thought their guy pitched well. You know, we hit some balls hard right at him with some guys in scoring position, and but I thought overall offensively we executed. We just kind of stayed with the plan. We didn't try to change a whole lot. You know, we kept hitting balls in play and kept playing fast. You see Jacob Williams here with the double down the line, and
nice to see him get back into some swinging things, getting some playing time here recently.
Yeah, it really is. You know, Jacob's a true competitor, and again, we talk about playing fast. You know, we get the ball on dirt, we read it, we go to third base. Really had some good base running, and here's another quality at bat by Daniel Midget, driving him in and making it 1-0. Like I said, you know, hit some balls hard early, just didn't find a whole lot of holes, but guys did a good job of staying resilient.
So the Lions take the lead 1-0 after 3. Like I mentioned, it was really a low-scoring game. You got to tip your hat to both pitchers. Really threw the ball well early in this ball game.
Yeah, and again, just really proud of Kyle. You know, the week before at Jackson State, we scored a ton of runs, and things kind of got away from him a little bit. This was one that we needed him to keep us in the ball game, and also you saw he kept his fastball down and had his breaking ball going as well. Really helped us stay in the ball game so the offense get going there later.
The thing about Kyle Keller, he's got big league stuff, and he showed it on this night. And here's another offensive inning, getting it started right there with a single to the left side.
Yeah, it's good to see Brooks finally starting to go with the bat a little bit. You know, been playing a really good shortstop, and got the base hit there. Again, you see us, you know, we're taking advantage of the balls in dirt, reading them the right way, and you know, comes through in a big situation there. After this, you know, we get the ground out to move him over third base with less than 2 outs. So another quality at bat there, and then we get the pass ball here. The guy at third base and makes it 2-0. Again, just went back to we were playing good baseball. You know, just couldn't find a ton of base runners early.
So you can see after 5 complete, 2-0. Only 4 hits in the ball game. 4 for your guys, 2 for their guys. So only 6 total. It was relatively a low-scoring ball game here to start off, and Kyle Keller just continued his dominance. And later in the ball game, you would start to bust it open offensively.
Yeah, again, you know, we do a good job of getting a guy at third base, less than 2 outs. They bring the infield in, and Scotty Sanders, his first start, had a nice night for us as well. Big at bat there. That kind of started relieve the pressure a little bit, so to speak, and really opened the floodgates up a little bit for us.
Nice take there on ball 4 by Jacob Seward. Is really starting to play more like we saw him play a year ago.
Yes, much more. He's doing a good job of working some counts and getting on base, and then lo and behold, there's Ryan Byers up with 2 outs and driving home 2 more runs and really starting to expand this lead. You know, Ryan swung a really hot bat. He's done a good job. He's leading our team in RBIs.
Coach, a great way to start out the week as you push that winning streak to 4 wins. You win 4 in a row right there at home. It's nice to continue that momentum off that Northwestern series?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, both these games in the midweek are games we should win and take care of our opponent, but you got to play the game. That's the whole part of it. And you know, it might be even a little trap game playing it before we go into conference, but guys do a good job going out. You know, you got to tip your hat to their guy. He threw well. We hit some balls hard, it didn't fall, but our guys stayed persistent, and obviously we expanded the lead there late.
All right, well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more for you. All the highlights from the weekend right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. Stay with us.
Ford Truck Month is here, and it's all about the numbers, people. Like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you. 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get $9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 on the 2014 F-150. The time is now. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you, with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com.
Lions Baseball is supported by Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction, located in SLU's hometown, Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auction.
For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter. Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and also Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. The Lions would look to take their winning streak to 5 games as they would host Southern of Baton Rouge at home in Hammond. Let's check a look at the highlights. Lions back in action the very next night, going for 5 in a row against Baton Rouge rivals Southern. Cashman was on the mound for you guys, and Coach, you busted out the all camouflage uniforms for this one.
Yeah, again, got some guys from some rest and some other guys in the game, and both straight out there in left field, kind of misplays the ball but stays with the play and throws a guy out there at second. And good to see Pat Cashman back out there. We moved him out of the relief role back in the starting role, and was really, really proud of his performance tonight.
Also, we see the backside of him there, but Chris Eads returned at the catcher position. His first game catching since coming back, and then offensively got this one going from the first inning.
Yeah, you know, again, the guys did a good job of jumping on him early. You see us putting pressure on there. We get the base hit, infield single, but guy throws the ball away. Julian does a good job advancing second. I got to commend the guys. What we have done a good job of is run the base extremely well. You see the pressure we're putting on these guys. They're trying to pitch out, and we're moving guys up. It's allowing some different situations for our hitters to hit in some successful situations.
So the Lions jump on top 1-0 in the first inning of this one. Here's a nice job, nice piece of hitting, just kind of flaring one over the first baseman's head and allowed to go first and third.
Yeah, great job there by Kevin Carr. Run the hit and run. You know, pitch is probably 8 inches off the plate, but did a good job being willing and determined to get the ball in play. And unfortunately here, they get a big double play turned, get them out of the inning early, but the offense will stay resilient and continue to score some runs later on.
Cashman back out there, and
probably his one mistake of the night. There it went.
Hit the ball hard and got it out of there and ties the ball game at 1. But he would bounce back. Nice breaking ball for strike 3 there against a Southern team who, you know, traditionally has a good club out of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, you know, they kind of ran a ton of arms at us, kind of mixed and matched, and I thought our guys did a good job of handling it. You see the lefty here again, 2 outs, runner at second base, get the big 2-out knock. I think the center field didn't think we would actually run in his face there, but we did. Chris does a good job of getting in there we were going to be aggressive. That was the biggest thing from the get-go, was just try to stay aggressive as much as we could. And Julian runs gets a full count, bases loaded, a walk there to score a run. Guys just did a good job of having quality bats all night long.
There's another ball off the zone as your team continues to do a good job of that and not expanding their zone, staying in their strike zone, make them throw strikes, and you expand it out to 3-1 and have an opportunity to get some more here.
Yeah, Kevin does a good job coming up with big knock, bases loaded. You know, early in the season, we were getting a lot of guys on base, but we weren't getting a big hit. Kevin, you see, comes through there with a huge knock to really expand that lead and kind of open this thing up early for us at 6-1.
There's another big strike 3. Is this where you like Cashman here more in this role in the starting position? Much
more comfortable there in the starting position. Good to see him back out there. You know, with getting Klotz back on the weekend, having that relief on the back end of the bullpen, it was allowed us to move Cashman where we needed to, and you can see he was very comfortable all night long and really pitched really well. Our entire staff did on the night. I think we ended up finishing up with 18 strikeouts on the night.
Yeah, nice performance by the entire pitching staff. 18 punch-outs for the Lions, and it seems like every time you looked up in this one, you had the bases loaded, and another ball 4 there. RBI the easy way, or actually I hit him.
Hit by pitch. Yeah, we get the hit by pitch. Get down and see if we get a little help there, because I thought we did get hit by it, and they'll reward Stewart with the HPP and scores a run there for us. They keep expanding that lead.
How important was it to keep adding on in this one?
It was huge, you know, because we had to get some guys in out of the bullpen that needed to throw. It allowed us to get some younger guys in and get some experience. It was big for us just to keep adding on. And
well, Matt, a great way to go into conference play. You win 5 in a row, you knock off Alcorn State, and then turn around and beat Southern, where you started early offensively.
Yeah, you know, again, a good job of the guys coming out the right way. The younger guys did a good job of getting some experience. You got a couple new starts in there with Scotty Sanders on Tuesday, and then was able to give Daniel Midjet a rest on Wednesday. So guys did a good job coming out the right way. It was good to see Pat Cashman back out into his normal role, being a starter, and also saw what he could do. He's up to 93 miles an hour, sitting 90-91. He did a really good job of keeping us in the ballgame.
Matt, also, I mentioned it in the highlights, but Chris Eads back. He injured his hand in the opening weekend against Louisiana Tech. He's back and was behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, really nice to see him back out there again. He just does an extremely job receiving. The good job he does back there, gets so many more strike calls for us, and he's a big target to throw to. He does a good job of controlling the running game as well, and finally starting to get back healthy with him and Mason come back on the weekend. All
right, well, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights as the Lions were on the road in San Antonio, Texas, to take on Incarnate Word to open up Southland Conference play right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. Stay with us.
Ford Truck Month is here, and it's all about the numbers, people. Like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you. 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get 9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 on the 2014 F-150. The time is now. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. The Lions would open up Southland Conference play as they were on the road against Incarnate Word. Let's check out the Friday night box score before we get to the Saturday highlights. Friday night, Coach, you go on the road to take on Incarnate Word. Due to some weather, they moved the game to a different park. It was nice to see Tate Sieno with a dominating performance, only 4 hits over 7 innings. And, Coach, you started out conference play 1-0.
Yeah, Tate looked fantastic, did a good job of going back to his normal self, really dominated their hitters with some velocity, and proud of our guys offensively. I thought we could expand the lead a little bit there more. You see the 12 hits, only 5 runs, but their Friday night guy was 3-0 coming in, so we had to do a good job with them, and I thought they did.
Also, congratulations to Ryan Byers for hitting his first collegiate home run in this one against Incarnate Word. Lions move to 11-4 overall and 1-0 in Southland Conference play. Lions win 6 in a row, and Matt, I know you're excited to start conference play 1-0. This was a unique situation because of the weather. They moved that game over there. Got to play at a really nice facility on Friday night.
Yeah, we go over to St. Mary's there in San Antonio, Division II school there, former national champion, I think, in 2001. But it's also the old home of the San Antonio Missions, the minor league ball club team that's there in town. And they did a really nice renovation on it a year or two ago, spent about $5 to $6 million, and pretty neat to play in that type of stadium, that type of atmosphere.
So the Lions will look to take the series against Incarnate Word in the first game of a doubleheader on Saturday. Let's go back out and check out the Game 2 highlights, as also the Lions were looking to go for 7 in a row. All right, they moved the game back on campus to Incarnate Word in San Antonio, and Coach, you look to take the series here in the first game of a doubleheader on Saturday.
Yeah, you know, again, with the weather change, we had another doubleheader. Not a huge fan of doubleheaders, but at the end of the day, you got to get your games in, and thought we did a good job of coming out with the right type of attitude. You know, we get a couple of base knocks, get a couple of guys on base here, and again, another day, I thought we hit a lot of balls extremely hard. The score didn't really show it, but we kept having some quality at bats, and you know, unfortunately, we didn't get a whole lot of runs early, but you had Jake Johnson on the bump. Again, another marvelous outing. Did a good job of mixing his pitches, all 3 pitches for strikes, right-handers and left-handers, and really had a big day for us on the mound.
Yeah, you know, I hate to keep sounding like a broken record with Jake Johnson. We'll see more of his highlights as he went through a complete game in this one, but he has been outstanding. If there's been a better arm in the country so far this year, I want to see it. Offensively, you get something going, you steal the base here and start putting some pressure on him offensively. Yeah,
again, I go back to our base runner. I thought we've done a really good job getting some pressure on the defense. We do a good job of taking second there. Even this one doesn't look like a big play or big at bat, but he does a good job trying to go the other way and moves the guy, advances the guy with third base. So now we got a guy at third base with 1 out. So a productive at bat for us and a quality at bat for us to score a run. And Carson Kreitz gets a big knock through the drawn in infield down the line for a double that expands our lead out to 2-0.
And on this day, I know you would add more, but really 2 runs was all Jake Johnson would need, as he was outstanding on the mound. But offensively, you get something going once again, as this is a fly ball deep to right field. Maybe had a chance to add on there, but a nice play by their right fielder. But again, you tag up, move to third.
Yeah, you know, again, like I said, we hit a lot of balls hard on the day. We must have hit probably 10 or 11 balls all the way to the warning track. And, you know, unfortunately, they were playing really extremely deep. But we just kept staying with our plan, kept doing a good job of getting some hits and get some guys on base. But like you said, as good as Jake Johnson was on the day, I don't think we needed more than 1.
What makes this guy so tough, Matt?
You go from a mentality standpoint, you know, he'll give up some hits here and there, but never fades him, never gets rattled, always keeps you in the ball game because he doesn't give any freebies away. And, you know, it really allows the offense to kind of get comfortable. You see Julian Service here with a good job. Yep, great job, 2 strikes, nobody out. Really puts the pressure on there and strings along all the way out to a triple there for us. So, you know, again, it allows us to have a quality bat. They go to the bullpen. Daniel Mediate gets something up in the zone and hammers it out of the ballpark to make it 4-0.
Homers from the right side of the plate for the 2nd time this year. His 3rd home run here early in the season in 2015. All right, Matt, Lions win Game 2. You win that 7th game in a row. You start out conference play 2-0 in this one, and Jake Johnson was dominant.
He was absolutely phenomenal. The 2 hit, no earned runs. You know, I thought offensively we did a good job of putting some pressure on them. But like you said, the story was Jake Johnson. To see him go back out again for the 4th week in a row and really be dominating, really starting to be a force to be reckoned with in the Southland Conference.
All right, Matt, you would turn around in Game 3 and go for the sweep, and it was really almost a perfect week, as just one of those games that you don't see happen very often happen. You were up 10-0 in the 7th inning, 1 out away from actually mercy ruling, 10-run ruling Incarnate Word, and it just kind of spirals out of control. They come back and win 11-10. That's the kind of game in a season that can really go 2 ways. I know you've had a long talk with your team about that.
Yeah, you know, again, we've had some adversity to face here early in the season. We had the tough loss there to Tulane late in the ball game, obviously a tough loss to LSU. And so far, we've handled the adversity well, and this is no different. I told the guys that this is probably one of the toughest losses, if not the toughest loss I've had in my coaching career. To be up that much and that late, to see as many things go wrong from a pitching, defense, umpire situation, coaching situation, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. But at the end of the day, I told the guys, you know, it's a loss. You can't treat it no different. We've got to learn from it and be able to move on from it. so far in our challenges early in the season we have, and hopefully they'll do the same this following week.
Nevertheless, the Lions start out Southland Conference play 2-1, and they also have a 4-1 week as they have moved their record to 12-5 here in 2015. All right, let's now take a look at our tip of the week with Coach Matt Reiser.
Hi, welcome to this week's tip of the week. To help us demonstrate this week's tip, we got senior infielder Jacob Williams from Hobart, Louisiana. This week's tip is going to be the sacrifice bunt in a sack situation and drag in a sack situation. First of all, let's go over our timing. Sack in a sack situation. He's going to come set and show his sack whenever I come set. There. As you saw here, he went up and over. He's in the front part of the box to make sure he's got a good angle. You see the barrel is eye level here, and now when he's ready to bunt, if he needs to go down or up, everything's in the knees. The nose stays behind the barrel. Either way he needs to go, up or down, he's good to go there. Go back. Now we're going to show sack and drag in a sack situation. The only difference here, before, as I come set, he used to show in a sack situation. But now in a drag situation, he's going to show it as soon as I start. Again, same thing. He's up over in the front of the box, barrel's eye level, ready to locate the bunt. That's this week's tip of the week.
All right, great job as always by Matt Reiser on our weekly tip of the week, as we're now joined by the owner of Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond, Scott Henderson. Scott, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us, and once again, thanks for your support here this year. And I know Matt really appreciates it as well.
It's always a great time. We enjoy going to the ball games, and we enjoy having the event every Monday night. So we always enjoy supporting athletics, especially the baseball team.
Yeah, and once again, I want to remind all of our viewers that every Monday night you can come out at 7 o'clock and have a big steak or have a big pork chop or some fish or whatever you'd like to eat at Buddy's. One of the best menus on the North Shore. So come and see these guys. They do a great job as well. And also, if you're in town for lunch, Scott also has the salad stations, which are your one-stop stop for lunch as well.
That's right. The salad stations is a build-your-own type salad bar. We offer soups and potatoes, and we have 4 locations, one in Mandeville, one in Covington. We have 2 in Hammond, and we have a new one coming up in Amite in May. So that's our newest addition.
All right, Scott, let's talk a little about baseball here. I'm going to get you test your knowledge a little. You had an opportunity to go this weekend.
Yeah.
I know you had a good time going with the team over to San Antonio. Had a chance to tour the Spurs facility.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about the weekend a little bit.
Man, it's always great when you can get away from your own business, and then when you can get into someone else and see behind the scenes of some great friends and how they run their business, their program, and to see what makes a successful program. It was a very unique experience as a fan, as a friend, as someone close to the program. And I couldn't be more impressed with the team, with the coaching staff, with the players. This team could really be a special team when you look behind the scenes, the way they handle themselves and the talent on the field. This team really can do great things this year.
I totally agree with you. Lions right now sitting at 12-5, 2-1 in the Southland Conference. And just to show you that Scott's not just a guy that sits up in the luxury boxes. We went over there to LSU and watched Southeastern take on LSU, and we froze that night.
We froze.
So we've seen some games in the trenches.
Yeah, the wind was blowing hard, and we thought we had enough clothes on. I think Alan snuck off into the press box, but it was pretty cold with the wind coming off the river. But once again, it's always great to watch the Lions play baseball.
I'll tell you, it's so great to have local members of our community get behind Southeastern Athletics. I'll tell you, Scott, one of a kind. His family do a tremendous job here with Buddies and also the Salad Station. So thank you once again for your support here in 2015.
Thank y'all. We look forward to a great year.
I look forward to it as well. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Matt Reiser will be back on set, and we will wrap it up with the scouting report for this week and next week in the midweek right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Ford Truck Month is here, and it's all about the numbers, people. Like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you. 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get 9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 on the 2014 F-150. The time is now. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddieshammond.com.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and also Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. We just had a chance to sit down with Scott Henderson, owner of Buddy's Bar and Grill, and Matt, I know he's a friend of both of ours, and had a chance to go with you guys to San Antonio, and that was a special trip, I'm sure, for him and also for you guys as well.
Yeah, you know, Scott's a dear friend, and to have him around and him experience it a little bit, you know, to see our day-to-day operation and be able to travel with us, I think he thoroughly enjoyed it as well. You know, it was a good experience for both of us, and something we'll cherish for a long, long time.
We certainly want to thank Scott and Buddy's Bar and Grill for being a proud supporter of our show, and also your local Southern Quality Ford dealers. It wouldn't be possible without those guys. And Matt, let's get back to play on the field. You have Abilene Christian coming in here this weekend for a 3-game series. This is a team that lost 2 out of 3 to Nichols on opening weekend, and they're going to come in here hungry.
Yeah, you know, a new opponent. We didn't get a chance to play them last year, so this will be our first time actually seeing them. And, you know, record-wise, didn't come in very impressive, but they went 16 innings with Texas Tech, who was number 13 in the country. They took one from Nichols, who's been very, very hot lately with wins over Southern Miss and wins over LSU. So, again, it's just typical Southland play. You can't take a weekend off. You got to be prepared for every single game. And also, we already experienced every single scenario. So they'll come in hot and ready. But our guys, again, it won't be a matter of the opponent. It'll be a matter about taking care of our business.
Matt, it's also a 5-game week for your club. So after you finish up with Abilene Christian on Tuesday night, you're going to make the short trip down to New Orleans and take on Tulane. Obviously, we're very familiar with Tulane, and we had a very close game with them in the first one, and I'm sure you guys remember that. And what another piece another shot at Tulane.
Yeah, you know, again, it's a good rivalry that we've kind of built over the past few years, and you know, being right across the lake, and it'll be good experience for us to get a chance to go back after them and get down. You know, we felt like that one might have got away from us a little bit, that maybe we should have had one in the win column, but again, it gives us a chance to go back out and prove ourselves, and we'll be ready for the atmosphere and for the club. It's
also rematch week, because in Jackson State, who you've already played this year as well, comes down to Hammond, and that game will be on Wednesday night.
Yeah, again, you know, we're very familiar with both opponents, and again, midweek-wise, we got to do a good job of going out and taking care of business to keep our momentum alive. You know, hopefully we'll take care of Abilene Christian and just keep that momentum going in the midweek.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Another jam-packed episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball. I want to thank all of our supporters, especially Buddy's Bar and Grill, for being our host here in 2015. Scott Henderson and the gang, they do a great job taking care of us, and all of our crowd that comes out every Monday night at 7 o'clock. If you want to come out and be a part of our show, we certainly encourage you to do so. And also your Southern Quality Ford dealers, a longtime sponsor of this program. That's going to do it for us. For Coach Matt Reiser, I'm Alan Waddell. We will see you at the ballpark this weekend as the Lions take on Abilene Christian.